What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to talk about wide receiver Darnell Mooney. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or NFL content. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to talk about wide receiver Darnell Mooney. And I really feel like at this point, we need to put some respect on Darnell Mooney's name. He is one of those guys that put up big numbers as our #2 wide receiver last season. And I've been seeing a lot of different things and reading a lot of different articles and things of that nature about the Falcons possibly drafting a wide receiver in this upcoming draft or early in the draft. And personally, in my humble opinion, I don't believe the Falcons need another wide receiver early in the draft. Darnell Mooney last season had 64 catches, 992 yards, and 5 touchdowns. And he proved to me last season that he is a #2 wide receiver. And he's a great complement to our #1 wide receiver in Drake London. Those guys make a great tandem. Drake London is more of the physical, 6'4", 6'5", can go up and catch the ball, contested catches, spectacular catches. And Darnell Mooney is one of those guys that's very shifty, an elite route runner, and a guy that can take the top off the defense with his 4.3 speed. So I really feel like Darnell Mooney is one of those guys that's a special talent. And I really feel like the Falcons don't need another wide receiver. I really feel like we didn't see Darnell Mooney in his full capacity last season due to Kirk Cousins having diminished arm strength, not being able to push the ball down the field. Most of the throws were 25 to 20 yards in the end. We didn't see a lot of deep balls down the field. We didn't see a lot of double moves by guys like Darnell Mooney, which he's really capable of those type of, plays and things of that nature and those type of routes. But because of Kirk Cousins' limited mobility, him not being able to evade the rush, and also his limited arm strength, really, I'll say handicapped the Atlanta Falcons or handcuffed the Atlanta Falcons offense. But with us going to Michael Penix as the franchise quarterback and QB1, I really feel like we're going to see guys' numbers jump even more. Guys like Drake London, guys like Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts. I expect these guys to put up better numbers with Michael Penix at the helm because of his strong arm, his ability to throw the ball down the field and throw the deep ball with his elite accuracy, and his ability to escape pressure at times. I really feel like that's going to help guys like Darnell Mooney put up even better numbers. So I really feel like if it's not broke, don't fix it. I really feel like the Falcons have poured a lot of draft capital and things of that nature in the first and second rounds on the offensive side of the ball. And I feel like at this point, we have enough offensive playmakers on this team. I've been stating for the last couple years that the Falcons have too many mouths to feed on the offensive side of the ball with Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, now Darnell Mooney, Ray McCloud. We have so many excellent talents on the offensive side of the ball. At this point, bringing in another wide receiver that's explosive would be overkill. I don't really feel like that player will get enough targets to be worth a high draft pick unless you're going to trade Kyle Pitts or unless you're going to get rid of one of these guys that's currently on the team that's getting a lot of touches. It would be pointless to bring in another star wide receiver or another explosive wide receiver early in the draft. Now, if you want to go like in the later parts of the draft and go draft another wide receiver to be a guy that you develop and things of that nature, I'm down with that. But I'm not down with taking another wide receiver in the first or second round. I really feel like that's way too early. And we poured so much capital on the offensive side of the ball. At this time, I really feel like we have to lean towards building this Atlanta Falcons defense. We are able to put up enough points already. I really feel like with Penix being at the helm at quarterback, we're going to even see the numbers on the offense as far as scoring points elevate as well because of Penix's ability to throw the ball, deep down the field. We're going to see the explosive plays go up next season. So with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on Darnell Mooney. Like I said, I really feel like he's being slept on. He could have easily had 1,000 yards last season. He had 992 yards receiving, so 8 yards shy of 1,000 yards. And he sat out the last game of the season against the Carolina Panthers with an injury. So I really feel like he's that guy at number two, as far as that number two wide receiver. He proved last season, even with playing with a limited quarterback in Kirk Cousins, for whatever the reason was with Kirk Cousins and the injury, or whether just his old age at this point, Darnell Mooney still put up excellent numbers, even with Kirk Cousins' limited ability at this point in his career. So with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts on Darnell Mooney. Do you feel like the Falcons should bring in another wide receiver? Personally, I don't see the Falcons bringing in another guy. Darnell Mooney signed a 3-year deal last year in the offseason of last year, so he still has 2 years left on his deal. He's only 27 years old, so at this point, I really feel like bringing in another wide receiver would be pointless. But with that being said, you guys give me your thoughts. I have a lot more content coming for you guys. But as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed, peace.